Hello, all of you gorgeous people, you. It's Mags, White Buffalo Divine. How you doing? Hope you had a great day. Grab yourself a drink. I've got hot tea because happy girls are the prettiest. And it's got honey and it's mint, and I love all things mint. And I thought we would have a quick 10 to 15 minute conversation as kind of like an introduction to tarot, faith, spirituality, to kind of clear the air of any illusions, any types of questions. I've been getting a lot of questions and comments just from some of the people that I'm starting to share my channel with. I have not full-blown marketed this yet. And there's specific reasons for that. I want to get more content uploaded. By the way, water signs, and there's a couple more earth signs. I am trying to get love readings out for August 2019, and I did record them, but they aren't uploading. And I even called Apple support for my MacBook Pro, and they still won't upload, which tells me they're not meant to be. And I'm going to take that as a sign and re-record tonight. So they're coming. Thank you so much for being patient. Now, I can't speak for any other psychics, tarot readers, mediums, anyone else, light workers who may be in this type of philanthropy like I am. I can only speak to my journey, my experiences, and why I'm doing what I am doing. So with that being said, what you need to know about me specifically, I was born and raised Catholic, Irish Catholic. Shout out to my family. Love y'all Irish. And very founded in Christianity. Went to Bible school as a child, went to my grandparents' Methodist church, went to a lot of friends' different churches, Pentecostal, Lutheran, Baptist, missionary. You name it, I've pretty much gone to almost every single type of church multiple times too. It's not like I just went one time and didn't really buy into it. I really wanted to search my faith as I grew up, especially in my adolescence years. Became very involved with the missionary church here that was a little bit more non-denominational. Was a student leader in high school, and kind of got away from God for a period of time. Didn't want anything to do with him, quite honestly. I'm just gonna throw it out there. And that's kind of where my journey for me as an adult really began with spirituality. You know, I feel like spirituality gets a really bad rap because a lot of times people who don't go to church will be like, oh, I don't go to church, I'm spiritual. Like, that's such a cop-out answer, and I hate that. And that's part of the reason why I feel like I've really been suppressed on a lot of the things that I do to practice my faith and my beliefs, is because society as a whole, unless you're in the collective consciousness, hey, how y'all doing? I think people who are just a little bit more on the religious side of things don't really understand, and tarot in specific has such a bad rap because it's racked up to black magic, certain other faiths, witch-like faiths, Wiccan type. I'm just going to stop right there. I don't want to go much further. I have no judgments on any of these. Muslim, you know, there's all sorts of different faiths, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion. What I can tell you when you come to this channel is that over the last 15 years, my passion is studying religions, different forms and tools of faith, and really tapping into my powers. And I shouldn't even say powers. That's a terrible word. I don't mean it like that. My gifts. I would really encourage you to watch my introduction to the White Buffalo Divine channel. It's just kind of a 3-minute snippet to give you an idea of me, this channel, da-da-da. This video specifically is to kind of go a little bit more in depth about the tarot readings that I'm doing and what the purpose of these are supposed to be. I am starting this channel off doing tarot card readings to kind of enhance and expand mind frames, to help expand and grow your consciousness. There are going to be people that come to this channel that this is not going to resonate with. They're going to think, you know, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Best of luck. Hey, peace, love, no harm, no foul. I wish you the very best. I hope you enjoy your church and that you stay grounded in your faith and that it works for you and your family, and truly many blessings. But for those of us who can truly say we've tried every single religion, we've really gotten involved with certain churches, we've followed certain leaders, whether they're celebrities, whether, you know, they're more of famous pastors, things like that, you know. To me, I like to take a little bit of literally everything and combine it. And that's what I call my spirituality. Every single thing that I do, there is meaning. Little things. There are no coincidences. Everything for me is connected. Conversations, items that I come across, things that I see in nature. I could keep going and going, but this video will be way too long if I do that. So we're just going to start with tarot readings. Astrology in specific, I really started getting into, I remember I was 12 years old the first time I really learned about astrology. I have books and books on this stuff that I have read, that I have researched. I listened to 2 podcasts in particular with very prominent astrologers who talk about space. I actually went to an elementary school who had a space magnet program that taught us about space. So I'm very big on science. I am very big on religions. I'm very big on spiritual practices and all of that. And like I said, I like to combine everything. And so what you will get with this channel is you will always get messages coming from a very well-educated standpoint, from a very integrity-filled standpoint, and from a very loving place. I believe that we are all souls that came here to live out a soul mission in a human body, not the other way around. And I feel that that's where a lot of people have gotten disconnected over the years. What I can tell you, my thought process with this channel is about 2.5 years ago, I had a couple of events happen in my life that really triggered me kind of coming online to my spirituality in a completely different level. Nothing made sense. I couldn't explain what was happening. I knew God was talking to me, a higher power, my inner being, whatever you want to call it. I cannot possibly be alone with some of the words that I am saying right now. And if what I am saying is possibly making sense to you, there's a reason you're listening to this video right now. So when I say welcome home, you are not alone. And my thought process is our children, our future generations, we have no clue where our society will be in the next 50 years. And if we do not start expanding on our faith and our belief systems, and more importantly, our consciousness and the 3D life that this currently is right now, and expanding to a 5D, all the way up to 9D, if you don't know any of this, I'm not even gonna go there. This channel will talk about quantum physics. We will talk about somatics. We will talk about all different types of subjects, and that is later on down the road. I want to be a consciousness consult to help you expound and understand some of these emotions and experiences that you are having through science, through faith, through religious practices, and through us just having communication with one another. And again, tarot, at least in this house, is not used for black magic. It is not used for any type of ill-willed intention. And I can truly tell you, it's always meant for the best and greater and highest good for the collective, to raise our consciousness and to help others come online. As I said in my introduction video, I have had multiple near-death experiences. I literally counted today. I've had 5. I have been in 3 very serious car accidents, a motorcycle accident, and almost a sledding accident as a child that really could have quite literally killed me. And through these experiences, every time one of them would happen, I felt like I was coming into more and more gifts psychically, intuition-wise. I've always had prophetic dreams that I would dream even a year ahead of time, and then literally verbatim they would later on happen. The thing about this is, I believe we all have these gifts. We all have access to these types of gifts, and we are only using about 25% of our brains. Let that sink in. That is fact. So, welcome to the White Buffalo Divine channel. We're going to do some tarot readings to just kind of get you thinking a little bit more, expand your brain a little bit more. I'm going to start out with some signs, but then we're going to kind of generalize the readings a little bit more. We're going to add some more things in. And again, I want to help you really open your mind and feel comfortable with somebody who may have gone through something you're going through right now. Trauma can really trigger a lot of this. Near-death experiences can trigger things like this, or even going through a very stagnant time in your faith. Maybe you've lost faith in God. Maybe you don't believe in certain things anymore like you used to. You are not alone. This is what the spiritual community is about. I am not going to sit here and tell you I'm not a hippie, because I probably have a lot of stuff going on in my house and in my belief systems that would qualify me as like a hipster. I don't really want to do any of that terminology. But I did live in California for 5 years. So going from a very conservative Midwestern home to SoCal was culture shock, to say the least. But I learned a lot out there and brought some of that stuff back with me. So thank you so much for listening. I love all of you so much, even if I've never met you face to face. And that's what this is about, is loving one another on a completely different level of respect. Okay? Okay. That really just came out naturally. I don't even know where that came from. I have nothing that I'm reading. This is not fake. I don't have a fake bone in my body. Trust me. It just doesn't work. All right? So, cheers to me. Cheers to you. Cheers to our journey. I cannot wait to move forward with you. And this is one of the best decisions I ever made, was launching this channel. And I cannot thank you enough. So like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell. 11:11 on the timestamp. Woo woo! Let's go. Peace and love, y'all.